Imagine a place, wild, untamed, and unforgiving. The Yorkshire moors stretch beneath a vast, grey sky, winds howling with tales of passion as fierce as the weather. This is Wuthering Heights, not a gentle love story, but a tempest of obsession and revenge. Emily Brontë's 1847 novel shocked readers with its raw Gothic atmosphere and violent emotions. The moors mirror the wild passions within the characters. Wuthering Heights asks, what happens when a love that defies all boundaries is denied? The answer is a catastrophic explosion of pain and vengeance. Prepare to enter a world where love is a destructive force. Welcome to Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights unfolds through a frame narrative, drawing us into its mystery. In 1801, Mr. Lockwood rents Thrushcross Grange and visits his landlord, the brooding Heathcliff at Wuthering Heights. Lockwood is unsettled by the house's hostile atmosphere and, during a snowstorm, is forced to stay the night. He finds Catherine Earnshaw's diary and dreams of her ghost, begging to be let in. Back at Thrushcross Grange, Lockwood asks his housekeeper, Nellie Dean, to tell him the story. Nellie, both witness and participant, becomes our main narrator. The frame narrative blurs the line between fact and rumor, reality and ghost story. And so, the tale begins. Nellie's story starts with Mr. Earnshaw bringing home Heathcliff, a ragged orphan, to Wuthering Heights. Hindley, Earnshaw's son, resents Heathcliff, but Catherine, wild and free, forms an unbreakable bond with him. Their love is fierce and elemental, but when Mr. Earnshaw dies, Hindley inherits the house and reduces Heathcliff to a servant. Catherine and Heathcliff's rebellion against Hindley only deepens their connection. Everything changes when Catherine spends time with the wealthy Lintons and returns transformed, torn between Heathcliff and Edgar Linton's social status. Catherine confides to Nellie that marrying Heathcliff would degrade her. Heathcliff overhears and disappears, heartbroken and vengeful. Catherine marries Edgar, choosing security over passion, but famously declares, "I am Heathcliff." Her betrayal sets off a chain of tragedy. Heathcliff's disappearance marks the end of innocence. When he returns, he's wealthy, hardened, and bent on revenge. The seeds of vengeance are sown, and the story's central tragedy is set in motion. Love, in Wuthering Heights, is never simple. It's a force that destroys as much as it binds. The choices made in youth echo through generations. The moors witness it all: love, betrayal, and the birth of a vendetta. The storm is only beginning, and Heathcliff is at its center. 3 years later, Heathcliff returns, rich, polished, but burning with old fury. He systematically destroys Hindley, taking over Wuthering Heights and raising Hindley's son Hareton in ignorance as revenge. Heathcliff marries Isabella Linton, not for love, but to hurt Edgar and gain power. Isabella flees his cruelty, and the conflict between Heathcliff and Edgar over Catherine intensifies. Catherine, torn between them, falls ill and dies after giving birth to her daughter Cathy. Her death doesn't end Heathcliff's obsession. He's haunted by her ghost, begging her spirit to torment him. His love becomes madness. He even digs up her grave to see her one last time. Heathcliff's revenge extends to the next generation. He forces young Cathy to marry his sickly son Linton, securing both estates. He becomes master of Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange, but finds no peace, only ruin and ghosts. The cycle of hatred seems unbreakable, each act of revenge echoing the last. Heathcliff is left with everything, yet nothing, haunted by the woman he lost. The moors are filled with memories and restless spirits. The past refuses to die. The cost of vengeance is total. But the story isn't over yet. The next generation, Cathy and Hareton, inherit the ruins of their parents' passions. At first, Cathy scorns Hareton, seeing only his ignorance and roughness. But after Heathcliff's death, something shifts. Cathy teaches Hareton to read. He, in turn, learns to trust and love. Their bond grows, built on patience and forgiveness, not obsession. Together, they begin to heal the wounds of the past. Their love is gentler, a symbol of hope and renewal. They plan to marry and leave Wuthering Heights behind, breaking the cycle of hatred. Heathcliff dies, consumed by his obsession, finally at peace in death, perhaps reunited with Catherine. Lockwood visits their graves, pondering the quiet earth and the possibility of rest for even the most tormented souls. The storm has passed. Wuthering Heights ends with hope. Love, in its purest form, can break even the darkest cycles. And on the wild moors, peace finally settles.